face kind of near the balls.
He's got a new angle on it. And Colin, you think that Scorch thought Sam looked up to him, huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That secretly.
You must have sat there at the end of the day. Sam, the way you were like he's teaching. And there's that treacherous Sam sitting there.
Treacherous.
Yeah. Listening to him with just that teenage contempt around. Like 19, just that sneer on his face. And
looking at him just,
And then the man on the couch, Nick, probably was like, Scorch, I don't trust that kid. Nah, he's all right.
Nick didn't trust her?
I didn't know Nick. Nick is a Manch Vegas guy. I was there for the Syracuse years.
Yeah, they call Manch Vegas now, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're doing
They did that in the other thing, I know.
Oh, you remember that? Okay.
I can't forget it.
Now, what's this about? He's got this TV show, and he realizes that he has a lot of time left?
Yeah, like he's done some segments. And you could tell, like, he doesn't say it, but it's obvious that he realizes I have this many minutes to fill, and they're not filled, and I'm drastically running out of stuff.
Oh, shit.
So he just starts talking about different ways you can get on the show.
All right, let's take a listen. It's syndicated to 90 cities.
And London.
I'm just making it up as he goes along on live TV.
I want to talk a little bit about how to get your stuff onto Scorch's PFG TV. The show itself, we're very proud to say, it started off as an internet-only show. It went on to a public access show. Now we're on network TV. And it seems
public access is not a step up from internet.
Network TV. Network TV. The My Network.
Sandra Bullock's baby looks like Bobby Kelly.
Oh, nice little black baby for Sandra Bullock.
You know, dude.
Bobby Kelly with a bit more of a tan.
End of the day, dude.
You know what? I bet you all them girls got to put their face by Tiger's daughter.
Oh, Chip.
Hey, look, Anthony made the paper.
Colin and his visual humor.
Jesse's highlights.
It's terrific.
I'm using props today.
Yeah, I like it.
Access show. Now we're on network TV, and it seems like it just keeps growing. Now the show cannot be a show without talented people, and I'm not talking about the staff.
You said a mouthful there, Scorch.
Start with the host.
He's lying.
I mean, he's like Chip. He reminds me of Chip.
Yeah.
Why, guy must be pretty handsome then, right, Carl?
Oh, Chip.
Now, do you think Scorch believes all this stuff, Colin? Do you think he believes he's a big, huge sensation now on
No,
network
but I
TV?
think he believes in. He's one of those guys who believes in the positivity and like just keep going out there and saying it.
Yeah.
I think he's the kind of guy that he only needs one.
So you're saying he's aware? I don't think he's aware.
No, he's not aware of how terrible he is.
It's amazing
I think he just needs
how
one,
it's growing.
He needs one dullard to come up to him in the deli once a week and go, "Hey, man, I like your show." He go, "Yeah, I really am getting through to people."
Talented people, and I'm not talking about the staff on the show, because we're probably the least talented television staff you'll ever come across
in history.
But what I'm talking about is musical talent, and above and beyond musical talent, because honest to God, musical talent is easier to come by than other kinds of talent. It's not just music and comedy. I'm looking for I don't want to say stupid human tricks, because that's already been done.
Really?
And the show is, even though we're similar, we're nothing like any of the other shows.
Even though we're similar, we're nothing like any of the other shows. But doesn't similarity say that you are something
exactly.
like?
My favorite part of that clip is he said nothing like any of the other shows, which means what he's thinking in his head is, I'm not going to mention Letterman or Leno, because I'm not going to actually mention their names. They're the competition.
Right.
Why would he give them publicity? The competition.
Anyone else notice he's doing an infomercial within his infomercial?
But just imagine this 19-year-old snotty kid from Syracuse University.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up there with that look. He can barely hide his contempt here. Can you imagine when he worked for school?
Why don't you sit down, Sam? Let me tell you a little something about my days at AAF Radio. And you can pick up a thing or two.
Well, tell Colin how, there's a give and take thing with the Opie and Anthony show.
That was back when he used to tell me that him and Opie and Anthony used to just kind of, and still do, exchange ideas back and forth. He'd come up with bits, they'd take them. Right. They come up with bits, he takes them. Either way, like Wheel of Meat. You guys took that from him, right?
We mocked Wheel of Meat.
Oh,
what about
douche your dressing?
We mocked that too.
I mean, but you guys really believe that, like, deep in his damaged soul, he doesn't realize, oh my God, what have I done?
What have I done?
You really think he just goes on blissfully unaware?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what gets him through the day.
Well, he lies to
Not
himself
being aware.
all day long.
Yeah.
And so it's like one of those
Tell
things where...
Colin some of the lies from the past.
Yeah. I mean, he went on his TV show and said that he was in 90 cities in London. Like he said on one of his
probably
episodes.
technically in London.
Yeah, there is a London, New Hampshire, I think. Londonderry, New Hampshire. One of those, no, there really is. Oh, that's Derry, New Hampshire.
New London.
Yeah.
New London, Connecticut.
He meant the local London.
The entire
London,
time,
Ontario.
Yeah.
the entire time I was
Maine.
interning with him, he said that he was going to XM within the next 3 months, and it would just keep extending. Like in August, he said he'd be there in November.
Yeah.
Well,
And
but
in November, he said he'd be there by March.
But in fairness to him, I've been expecting this one pilot I wrote like 6 years ago. I keep thinking it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that was about 5 years.
Someone's going to jump on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said he'd had conversations. They'd offered him contracts.
Like
Yeah.
he said.
Yeah, there were contracts involved.
Right.
So.
He's deluded.
But if you can do things like, I don't know, if you can turn your eyelids inside out. You remember how when you were a kid, you used
Yes,
to turn your
yes,
eyelids inside
yes.
out?
Wow.
Did he just
No.
say no human fucking trick?
Yeah,
Well, what
he's looking for that.
Well, they're similar, but they're different. As you gotta understand.
How is that different than everything we've seen on TV?
He's saying musical talent is easy to come by, but when you can find somebody who's talented enough to turn their eyelids inside out, you have something for TV.
Didn't we all do that when we were 10 years old?
Yeah, but for every Mozart, for every 10 Mozarts, there's one guy that can make his ears wiggle.
My bus driver used to do that. We call him Eddie Spaghetti with the meatball eyes because he would flip his eyelids up.
Oh,
and they
my
would look
God.
like
I know this is
meatballs.
going to be a molestation story at the end of this.
With the
Yeah, flip
meatball
his
eyes.
eyeballs up while he was like fingering Anthony in the back of that. Yeah. He's like, I drop you off last. Yeah. Shirley gets dropped off last.
This isn't
I
the
don't live
way
in Shirley,
home.
Mr. Eddie Spaghetti. Yeah.
Eddie Spaghetti, this isn't the way home. What
Eddie
happened?
Spaghetti, my hiney's not ready.
Hey, kid, you ever been to Holtzville?
I like pointing out what Colin enjoys, and he loves that Long Island thing.
I love it.
Colin loves talking about Long Island towns, the characters of Long Island.
Long Island town.
Long Island's fantastic.
I love when you go local with Long Island.
I love it.
I hope the rest of the country could
I
appreciate
love Long Island.
your love for Long Island.
Well, it's that Suffolk County dirtbag thing that makes me love it more than
Ron
anything.
Konkoma.
Yeah.
Bayshore.
I told you, his stupid biker brother beat up my cousin. I said,
Yeah. You never got over that, did you?
my cousin never did.
You never got over it.
You held him down and punched him right in his face. Tim Gage.
Yeah. From what I hear, Tim was giving Joe some shit at the time, so well, had to punch him in the face. I don't know.
I tell you, Tim
Inside
lives in
out.
Mastic. There's been like, in the past 5 years, there's been like 8 murders in like just the corner where he lives.
That's the mastic bit we do.
Mastic is a horrible
You know about our
place.
mastic bit, right? Okay.
Mastic's a horrible place.
Because they try to fire a DJ for making fun of Mastic having, I don't know, trailer parks or something, or trailer homes. And so we said, fuck that. We're now going to point out every ugly thing about Mastic.
Domestic moments. Whenever there's a crime.
Mastic,
or
whenever there's
fucking kid touching, a murder.
there's always something going on in Mastic. I got to
Oh, yeah.
admire it in a way.
It is a weird fucking place.
Divorce with kids. Oh, his kids, okay.
Inside outer, and that used to just make me so disgusting, you know what I mean? Or if you can arm fart music, I don't care, you know what I mean? Anything like that.
Oh, I'd like to kill a guy that applauded and laughed at that.
You can eat glass, you can swallow glass, you can swallow swords.
Well, eating glass is kind of
You
cool.
can swallow any number of things on the show. We'll let you do that here at Sports
Oh, wait a minute,
BFG.
Scorch. Don't go there. Do not go there.
We will do things like puppet shows. You know, if you run a puppet show you'd like to show us, we'll do that. Love animal things.
No, he doesn't
But
get...
he said no stupid like animal tricks.
Right.
And
Stupid human tricks.
Yeah.
But
He said animal things.
Yeah, not tricks. He is then soliciting for everything he said he didn't want to do.
He wants puppet shows and animal
Puppet
things.
It's PFG.
For a show in 90 cities in London, he wants puppet shows.
Does he get anybody to do anything ever?
Puppet show. If you make shadow puppets, if you make shadow little figures on a wall, so bring your own flashlight. We're on a budget.
I hope Misha Barton makes her little puppet show from Sixth Sense.
And then someone pours some cleaner into fucking Scorch's soup. It's great, Jimmy.
Yeah, he only ever has on local comedians, and he had Gary Hoey on.
Oh, really?
Gary Hoey.
Ho, ho, ho.
Well, if you work in Manchester, you might as well go on. It makes sense.
How long can you hold a handstand? Just do it. We'll watch for as long as it takes.
That you can make your finger float in the air.
Everything you do. If you want to play, I got your nose. You're a child. We don't care anything.
Holy shit, fucking Scorch is digging deep here.
Yeah.
Oh, poor bastard.
That poor wretched bastard.
He's a good guy, though. Ship have something to say?
Yeah, maybe you could come on and juggle or something, you know. He really is a fucking emergency brake.